Now on CoastTV News.
Just days away from the end of his term, Biden bids farewell, and there were several mixed messages in the president's final address to the nation. And a new system for some drivers in Milford, how a simple object is preventing major damage.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Lisa Weber and welcome to CoastTV News Midday. We're going to take a live look outside at Dover right now, and our first meteorologist, Bob Trahey, is going to join us. Bob, it is cold. I experienced it firsthand this morning. Glad to be inside, but it is chilly out there today.
It is, Elisa. Good morning to you, and good job bearing with the cold this morning. We had single digits and teens for lows this morning, really cold, and now it's clouding up, almost looks like snow. 25 in Salisbury, 27 Ocean City, Rehoboth at 26, Redden and Milton at 24, so we are warming up a little bit as the winds have shifted to the south and west, bringing in slightly warmer air, but wind chill's still cold into the 20s, even feeling like 19 in Delaware right now, and we are increasing the clouds. We had a little bit of morning sunshine, and this looks kind of ominous now. It looks like a big wall of snow is heading our way, but a lot of this snow is falling aloft. It's called virga, and then it evaporates. So flurries, I think, around the I-95 corridor, but it is snowing harder across the mountains as we are looking at the system moving through. That's ahead of a warm front that will continue to warm us up as we go through time. So here's Futurecast at noon, around 30 to 32 degrees, and those winds coming out of the southwest. So we do warm above that freezing mark into the mid-30s this afternoon, melting some of that ice and snow, maybe a few flurries, but I think a better chance of flurries as we go into the evening hours, and watch for refreeze this evening as those temperatures dip below freezing. But I think we're in the mid-30s with a southerly wind, and we continue with that milder trend, and then the weekend's looking active. Milder Saturday, a chance of Sunday snow, then brutally cold next week. More on that coming up a little bit later in the newscast.
As Bob mentioned, it is cold outside, so we decided to do some research and see some of the coldest days in history for our communities. Here's what we found almost 42 years ago to the day. Lewis posted a temperature of -11. Similar part of the calendar in 1985 for Ocean City, the town had a -1 degree temperature. And one of our most recent ones was just 11 years ago in Georgetown with a temperature of -5. And Millsboro has the distinction of having the coldest day in Delaware history, -17 on January 17, 1893. And amid the brutal winter weather, Delta is sharing some reminders for drivers. As temperatures drop, tire pressure also does, and Delta says to make sure your tires are filled, and you should also have a mechanic check your battery. Think about using rubber floor mats. Make sure you keep an emergency kit in case your car breaks down. And new this morning, we have some images of a big crash in Lewis. This is on Beaver Dam Road just before 1 a.m. What you are seeing is the Lewis Fire Department on the scene, and at least 2 vehicles were involved. This caused part of the road to be closed, and information is limited at this time. We will keep you updated on the CoastTV app and our website. And there's now a new Delta system called clankers at the Mississippian Bridge in Milford. Their purpose is to prevent the bridge from being hit by trucks that are too tall, and Delta came up with the system after the bridge had several instances of being hit, which led to repairs and caused delays and closures on that road. The buoys hang down at just about the height of the bridge, so they audibly warn any drivers that they wouldn't fit underneath.
And yes, it's a good idea that they do have the warning devices now. They're letting, especially people with trailers or whatever kind of trucks or whatever they are. Hopefully there won't be any more trucks hitting the bridge.
Purdue Farms has agreed to pay $4 million for reported child labor violations at its poultry processing plant in Accomack, Virginia. An investigation from the U.S. Department of Labor found that Purdue worked with a third-party staffing agency and employed children in hazardous roles. The report found that some of the children were working past 7 p.m. on school nights, and Purdue has agreed to a series of compliance measures. Meanwhile, last week, the Georgetown Purdue plant triggered a hazmat response when chemicals were mistakenly mixed together by a supplier, and Denmark continues to investigate that incident. And it was only a couple hours ago that President Biden gave his farewell speech after spending 50 years serving the public. During the speech, the president claimed Americans are better off after his 4 years in office. And NBC's Chris Pallone shows us what Biden highlighted about his time in office and his remarks on the future.
I want to warn the country of some things that give me great concern.
In his farewell address to the nation, President Biden with a warning about what he sees as a looming threat.
That's the dangerous concentration of power in the hands of a very few ultra-wealthy people.
by the military.
Reminiscent of Dwight Eisenhower's farewell 60 years ago when that outgoing president warned of the emerging military-industrial complex. Biden striking a similar tone about the ultra-wealthy, as tech billionaires like Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg have flocked to President-elect Trump's side after his election win.
Today, an oligarchy is taking shape in America of extreme wealth, power, and influence that literally threatens our entire democracy.
Biden also warning about what he calls the tech-industrial complex.
Americans are being buried under an avalanche of misinformation and disinformation, enabling the abuse of power. Social media is giving up on fact-checking. The truth is smothered by lies told for power and for profit.
The farewell came hours after what might be one of his crowning foreign policy achievements, announcing a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas.
This plan was developed and negotiated by my team and will be largely implemented by the incoming administration.
Biden leaves office with extremely low approval ratings, but believes history will judge his legacy kindly.
It will take time to feel the full impact of all we've done together.
For all the warnings, Biden ended on an optimistic note, emphasizing his belief that the nation will endure.
Now it's your turn to stand guard. May you all be the keeper of the flame. May you keep the faith. I love America. You love it too.
Some of President Joe Biden's final words in a public service career spanning more than 5 decades. Chris Pallone, NBC News, Washington.
Before his work in the White House, President Biden spent decades serving the people of Delaware. In 1972, he was elected U.S. Senator, making him the youngest Delawarean ever to serve in the Senate. In 1991, he helped return at least 1,180 acres of previously Army and Navy-controlled coastal land back to Delaware. In 2008, he was elected vice president, the highest office ever held by a Delawarean outside of his presidency. And in 2020, after a very close race that took 4 days to determine, he was elected president. And on Monday, January 20th, tune into NBC's coverage of the presidential inauguration right here on Coast TV. That coverage begins at 10 a.m. And coming up next, presidential visits on the peninsula. We look at Delmarva's history with the commander-in-chief.
In 1925, a simple bank ledger began journaling the transactions of life in Willards, Maryland. New houses, barns, and farm equipment. Growing families and businesses both big and small. A record through time of hardship and prosperity. 100 years ago, the founding of the Farmers Bank of Willards was vital to the town. 100 years later, banking has changed, but the Farmers Bank remains steadfast in its original mission, keeping and reinvesting millions of dollars right here for the benefit of our communities.
Water, nature's ultimate cleaner. We drink it, we bathe in it. Think water, think steam, think clean. Now harness the power of water with the H2O X5 5-in-1 steam cleaning system.
I'm so impressed with the X5.
It's an all-in-one product. I can use it throughout my entire house.
It's cleaning, it's sanitizing. There's no chemicals in it. It's just steam.
This is unbelievable. There is no more odor.
You could spend over $500 to purchase the products that the X5 5-in-1 Miracle replaces. Order your H2O X5 steam cleaning system, a $500 value, for just 4 easy payments of $43. Order now and we'll upgrade your X5 package. We'll add a 6th mode with a dusting and polishing wand. Valued at over $30, this extra bonus attachment makes your H2O X5 the H2O X6. That means your 10-piece system becomes a 12-piece system at no extra cost to you. All for just 3 easy payments of $43. Call or click right now.
Local news is really important, especially right now. Local news is still largely trusted by the people in the community that they cover, and a big part of that is because we're out in the community every day. We're meeting people, we're talking to people, we're telling their specific stories, because there's a lot of people that want to know what's going on here. There's a lot of people that have opinions about what's going on here. That matters from a journalistic standpoint.
Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
Step into the spotlight and join Coast Life, where every day is fun, fresh, and full of energy. We're searching for a vibrant co-host to bring style, personality, and excitement to our daily lifestyle show. From fashion and entertainment to home decor and seasonal trends, you'll connect with viewers and make every moment unforgettable. Think you're ready to shine? Apply now at drapermediajobs.com and show us what you've got. We are an equal opportunity employer.
While Rehoboth Beach is known as the nation's summer capital, it's not the only community in our area to host a visit from the leader of the free world. And in this week's Coastal Connections, Matt Pensick takes us through some of the history of the trips made by past presidents of the United States.
As Joe Biden is wrapping up the end of his term as president, we still expect to see scenes like this. A retired Biden taking a walk on the beach near his North Shore's home. No man before, during, or potentially after serving as president has visited Delmarva as often as Biden. Then again, no other had a home on our peninsula. Several other members of the exclusive presidential club have spent time in our area. This is a 1909 photo of Teddy Roosevelt in Georgetown. Now, considering the clothing and that there are leaves on the trees in the background, this trip to the Sussex County seat was likely after Roosevelt left office in March of that year. In June of 1922, Warren G. Harding made a one-day trip that spanned nearly the entire state of Delaware. This is his stop in Milford as thousands lined the street to greet the president. According to the New York Times, Harding made stops in Georgetown, Harbison, and Cool Spring before boarding the presidential yacht anchored at the breakwater in Lewis and sailing off to end his trip. Richard Nixon made several trips during his time as vice president and later as president. Most were visits to his good friend, John J. Williams, at the Delaware senator's cottage in Rehoboth Beach. Just before winning a landslide election in 1972, Nixon made a trip to Assateague Island as a guest of Whaleyville native and former chair of the Federal Reserve, Thomas McCabe. In the early days of his campaign for president, Jimmy Carter made a visit to Georgetown where, according to newspaper reports, he spoke about farming and the price of grain. Bill Clinton spent the 2000 Memorial Day weekend on Assateague. Part of that visit included an announcement that directed the Departments of Commerce and Interior to create a national mission for managing beaches and marine habitat. In 2016, then-candidate Donald Trump spoke at a jam-packed Stephen Decatur High School gym, hitting on one of his favorite talking points.
For creating jobs as a president, honestly, you either have that instinct or you don't.
The man who beat Trump in 2020, Joe Biden, now has more time to spend and take in all that comes with living near the ocean. With Coastal Connections, I'm Matt Pensick.
This morning's weather forecast courtesy of Baths by Spicer Brothers, a Delmarva tradition for over 20 years.
New year, new bath. Bring in 2025 with big savings from Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Right now, get 20% off all upgrades, plus save 25% on your entire bathroom project. Baths by Spicer Brothers can bring your vision to life with safe and accessible tub-to-shower conversions.
Our factory-certified team guarantees 5-star professional installation completed in as little as 1 day.
Call today and save 20% off all upgrades and 25% off your entire bathroom project.
Baths by Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
You push it. You try to hold them shut, but your doors won't stay closed no matter what. Introducing Ruby Monkey Magnets. Ultra-thin magnetic plates that will keep your doors and drawers shut. Just peel to reveal the super strong adhesive. Place the monkey, then the magnet, and close. Installation is that simple, and now you have a door that will stay shut. The secret is the ultra-strong industrial magnet's powerful attraction that holds tight. Monkey magnets work on most surfaces and are perfect for cabinets, dresser drawers, sliding closet doors, and more. Even your outdoor problems are solved in an instant because they're corrosion and rust resistant. Call or go online now to get 8 sets of monkey magnets for only $9.99. Due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get monkey magnets at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 house pack per order. Call now.
Call 1-800-453-9032. That's 1-800-453-9032. Call or visit getmonkeymagnets.com. So call 1-800-453-9032 now.
The Polar Bear Plunge, benefiting Special Olympics Delaware, is one of the first state's coldest and most beloved traditions. This year, you have 2 exciting ways to take part. Plunge in person in Rehoboth Beach on Sunday, February 2nd, or create your own virtual plunge. Anytime, anywhere, and as cold or not as you want. It's not about how you plunge, it's about why. Support thousands of Special Olympics Delaware athletes. Register now at plungede.org.
Coming up, Drew's got comedian and superhost Graham Norton for the first time. He's dishing about his brand new novel.
Thursday at noon on CoastTV.
Get the CoastTV News app. the latest and most up-to-date stories for your coastal community. Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
Certainly was a frigid start this morning with temperatures in the single digits and teens, and temperatures have recovered nicely, even though we have a lot of cloud cover in Salisbury on the Spicer Brothers camera. 25 degrees and the winds are light, and it's possible we could see a few snow flurries into the afternoon as temperatures warm into the mid-30s. But this morning it was the icebox, 10 in Salisbury. I know some places in southwest Sussex County had about 7 or 8 degrees above zero around the Seaford area. Georgetown was around 10 above, 14 for Easton, and 14 for Cambridge. So really, really cold conditions. Here's our storyline today. Lots of clouds. We're melting the snow, I think, as we warm into the 30s and possibly some evening snow showers, but more active weather for the weekend. Saturday rain showers, and then Sunday as cold air comes in, I think we could be looking at some accumulating snow later in the afternoon and evening. I do have a yellow alert for Sunday. But right now, just lots of clouds. It looks like snow. 26 in Seaford, 27. Bethany Beach and Rehoboth, 26 in Milton as well. As we're seeing a southwesterly breeze right now, and that is bringing in some of that warmer air, and the winds are light right now. So the feels like temperature pretty much looks like the actual temperature, feeling like teens and 20s out the door right now. As the visible satellite picture is showing the clouds increasing. We had a little bit of sunshine this morning, but now that's gone. You're seeing a lot of white on our radar thinking, ooh, we've got a lot of snow coming. Well, not so fast. A lot of this snow is falling aloft through a lot of dry air. So some flurries maybe along the I-95 corridor, and then it's drying out as it gets closer to us. Heavier snow, I think, into the mountains of western Maryland and into the Appalachians as we're seeing this system sliding through. I think we have a better chance of some snow showers this evening as there's a warm front to the west, not warm air behind it, but air of Pacific origin that's moving in, and that will continue to warm us up as we go into the weekend. So futurecast at noon, we're in the low 30s with the clouds, with the southwest breeze by mid-afternoon, around 34 in Salisbury and Millsboro, 34. So we're melting some of that snow, and we can't rule out a few snow flurries as we go into the afternoon hours as we're above the freezing mark. Then we get closer to that 32-degree mark this evening, so watch for any refreeze of slush or water. And then that disturbance comes through with a little bit of snow shower activity, not expecting accumulation. Then we clear it out, but it's much warmer through the overnight into Friday morning as we're looking at temperatures in the 20s and 30s instead of single digits and teens. And then by Friday afternoon, even warmer, close to 40 with full sunshine, and we're melting more of that snow. And feels like temperatures a little more comfortable into the afternoon and tonight with 20s and 30s and teens and 20s tomorrow morning instead of single digits. As we're looking at changes for the weekend, I'm thinking Saturday showers, and then a cold front moves in on Sunday, and along that front we'll see low pressure, which could start as rain and then maybe heavier snow from around Chincoteague up to the southeast coast of Delaware. Especially Sunday evening, we could see a little bit of accumulating snow and then very cold air, maybe about an inch from Millsboro, and maybe some coastal areas seeing at least 2 inches of snow with lesser amounts off to the north and west. In any case, after that, we're looking at brutally cold air to move in as we go into next week. 35 this afternoon, mostly cloudy and cold. 24 tonight, evening snow showers, clearing and cold. Not as cold as recent nights, and then 41 with sunshine on Friday. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, showers on Saturday, 47, then 38 with rain and snow, accumulating snow into Sunday evening, then Inauguration Day and MLK Day, only 25 on Monday, and then single-digit lows after that through the early part of the week, only 19 for a high on Tuesday. Congratulations to Bobby in Millsboro on a brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Coming up tonight on DSN, your game of the night at 6:30, Cape will take on Stephen Decatur in boys basketball, followed by the final score at 10:30. And on the DSN Plus app at 4 p.m., you can watch Kent Island take on Queen Anne's in girls basketball. At 5:30, Crisfield against Washington, also in girls basketball. And in boys basketball at 5:45, you can watch Laurel play Lake Forest, and at 7 p.m., Smyrna will take on Sussex Tech. And Coast TV is your home for Eagles NFL Divisional Round playoff action. On Sunday, the Birds are home taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Coverage starts right here on Coast TV at 2. Coast TV will be right back.
My patients mean the world to me. It's why I come to work every day.
When a patient gives me a hug or says, I can't believe you were able to do this for me.
Getting somebody out of pain.
Seeing a patient be able to smile when they haven't for years.
Somebody that's afraid and then they're not afraid anymore.
I love making a difference in other people's lives for the better.
I think that's a really amazing thing that you can do for somebody else.
I'm thankful that I get to do it.
Open 6 days a week with convenient hours. Call and schedule your appointment today.
You rip and tear your old statements and bills, but thieves use this information to steal your identity. Don't be a victim. Get the ID Police, the new ink roller that encrypts all your old documents. So before you throw it out, just roll it on, and your information is gone, both on the front and through the back. Even if the paper is held up to the light, even your medical information is safe with the ID Police. So block it out before you throw it out. Order now and get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 and get free shipping too. This offer is not available on Amazon, so call or click now to get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 with free shipping. Order now.
Call 1-800-803-0512. That's 1-800-803-0512. Or visit getidpolice.com. So call 1-800-803-0512 now.
Come out for the Delmarva Shorebirds Hot Stove Banquet, Thursday, January 30th at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center. Get your tickets today, which includes a buffet-style dinner and your opportunity to meet Orioles manager Brandon Hyde. Plus, there'll be a cash bar and silent auction with sports memorabilia from your favorite MLB and minor league teams. Proceeds benefit the Shorebirds Fly Together Fund. Tickets available now at theshorebirds.com.
Ready to have some fun? Yeah! Somebody's having a night tonight.
I love this winner. Thursday at 7 on CoastTV. The competition heats up.
Ain't no party like a Jeopardy party.
The Jeopardy Champions Wild Card Tournament begins.
All bets are off. Anything can happen.
Thursday at 7:30 on CoastTV.
We have covered the ongoing construction for the Rehoboth Beach Patrol Station for over a year. Now the contractor has released new budget numbers and a timeline as to when it will be done. And while the construction is on schedule for May 16th, the budget is not. And according to city documents, the contractor's original budget was $4.8 million. The documents show the current total sits at $5.6 million. And still, some people in Rehoboth say they're excited to see the new and improved building.
Anytime you can improve, especially a tourist town, it's a good thing for everybody.
Next week, there will be a topping off ceremony. That's where city staff, commissioners, and Beach Patrol alumni all get a chance to sign a part of the new station. Coast TV will be right back.
Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment.
Flashing lights. See them, and you know to go slow. Now we put that same technology in the palm of your hand with Lizard Flare. It's the high-tech safety flare with no flame. Lizard Flare uses 15 high-intensity LED strobes that can be seen nearly a mile away, and a powerful magnet that sticks to your car without exiting the vehicle. Look, flares are dangerous, but Lizard Flare won't let you down. A dead battery, an empty gas tank. With Lizard Flare, help is on the way. Lizard Flare Pro has an ultra-bright flashlight too.
Get your Lizard Flare for only $9.99, but wait, Lizard Flare may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Lizard Flare is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. There is a strict limit of 2 vehicle packs per order. Call now.
This may be your last chance, so call 1-800-604-4696. That's 1-800-604-4696 or visit lizardflare.com now.
Your child deserves the best. When your child is sick, every moment counts. And the team at Tidal Health Pediatrics understands the urgency of such situations. Whether it's a sudden fever, a troubling cough, or another pediatric ailment, your child will be seen when they need it most. Schedule your child's appointment now at tidalhealth.org/findapediatrician or call 410-912-5785 because your child's health is our top priority. Tidal Health Pediatrics, compassionate care when you need it most.
Imagine an evening of sophistication where ambiance feels like a dream. Welcome to Benvenuto's Fine Dining in the city of Livorno, where elegance meets culinary excellence. Every detail is designed to elevate your night, perfect for intimate dining or a special event, piano music, and a stunning Tuscan atmosphere. Enjoy international cuisine crafted with fresh, local ingredients, offering a symphony of flavors, each course as unique as the next. Call ahead and create your own unforgettable multi-course dining experience. Benvenuto Restaurant in Milford.
She left home.
She really never had a home.
Me and my father don't get along.
To defending her daughter-in-law.
I know he can be violent. He's been violent toward Kayla.
Put herself in the line of fire.
Is your claim he assaulted you with the door to his truck?
He had his fist drawn back. He threw that door open like he was mad. It was so hard it knocked me back a couple of steps. He should be held liable for this.
Next, Judge Judy.
Thursday at 2 on CoastTV.
Happening today, it's the first day for Dreamfest in Ocean City. It's the town's second annual weekend-long celebration of Martin Luther King Jr. This is ahead of MLK Day on Monday, and there will be live music, art exhibitions, and family-friendly activities. Again, it goes all weekend long.
Lots of clouds out there. At least we're warming up a little bit. 25 in Laurel, headed for areas above freezing with melting snow. And we'll melt more snow into the weekend with showers Saturday. A yellow alert for some snow, accumulating snow on Sunday. Call the CoastTV First Alert weather phone, sponsored by Brockstead, Mandalis, Federico. Your frigid 10-day forecast is next.
Mark your calendars for the Children's Beach House Gala, presented by Jack Wingo Realtors and Jack Wingo Asset Management on February 8 in Dewey Beach. This black tie evening features an open bar, auctions, dinner, and a performance by Kristen and the Noise. Your support helps empower children with special needs to build confidence, develop leadership skills, and thrive in a caring community. For more info, visit cbhinc.org/gala or call 302-841-9639. Sponsored by CoastTV.
This is the revolutionary socket fan by Bell & Howell. The amazing 2-in-1 ceiling fan and light. If you can screw in a light bulb, you can hang the socket fan light. Socket fan comes with this handy remote. You can control the light and the breeze that you need. Socket fan fits any standard light socket. You can do it yourself in less than 10 seconds.
And now, the socket fan lights with deep socket extender is yours for $49.95 with free shipping. Order now, and you can get a second fan for 50% off.
Get cool fast with Socket Fan.
You push it. You try to hold them shut, but your doors won't stay closed no matter what. Introducing Ruby Monkey Magnets. Ultra-thin magnetic plates that will keep your doors and drawers shut. Just peel to reveal the super strong adhesive. Place the monkey, then the magnet, and close. Installation is that simple, and now you have a door that will stay shut. The secret is the ultra-strong industrial magnet's powerful attraction that holds tight. Monkey magnets work on most surfaces and are perfect for cabinets, dresser drawers, sliding closet doors, and more. Even your outdoor problems are solved in an instant because they're corrosion and rust resistant. Call or go online now to get 8 sets of monkey magnets for only $9.99. Due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get monkey magnets at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 house pack per order. Call now.
Call 1-800-453-9032. That's 1-800-453-9032. Call or visit getmonkeymagnets.com. So call 1-800-453-9032 now.
Last granny standing. She says she has to hide out in her own house. She's been ordered to evacuate, but she says she's not going anywhere. Next, Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on CoastTV.
Stay ahead of our ever-changing coastal climate with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Team. From the early morning to the late evening, our team is always at work to deliver the accurate forecasts you need. Whether bracing for a stormy day or enjoying a peaceful indoor moment, we're here to ensure you're fully prepared for Delmarva's diverse weather patterns. The CoastTV First Alert Weather Team. With us, the weather is more than a forecast. It's a part of life. Get the CoastTV News app, the latest and most up-to-date stories for your coastal community. Coastal news customized to your needs. Download the CoastTV News app on your Apple or Android devices. CoastTV, our community, your news.
Melting some snow into the afternoon hours, hopefully some of those dark snow piles, lots of clouds, mid-30s, maybe a few flurries and possibly a few flurries into this evening. Paul Davis 10-day forecast, 24 Friday morning, sunshine on Friday, 41, and then showers Saturday, 47. Those showers turning to snow on Sunday. It's a yellow alert for accumulating snow, maybe a couple of inches, and then inauguration and MLK Day looking like 25 degrees, very cold. Look at those single digits Tuesday through Thursday. Coldest air of the season coming next week.
That sounds great, Bob. Well, thank you so much for joining us for Coast TV News Midday. And for more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. Don't forget to join us for Coast TV News at 5 later this afternoon. Have a great day.